Good afternoon and welcome to our Facebook Live. This is Jenny at Jemini Crafts, running a Facebook Live on Monday the 30th of December 2019. So nearly into the new year but not quite. And I just wanted to show you what we were making at Coffee and Card just before Christmas and today just after. Oh, hi Isabel. Thank you for joining me today. So we actually used a Christmas set before Christmas, but in my personal opinion, I think it would also do as a great birthday card or thank you card, not necessarily Christmas at all. And the suite I'm using is this one here called Christmas Time Is Here. And the parts that I'm using are these lovely papers. If I turn that over, this is the complete suite. So it does have a stamp set which we used last week. Hi Lynn, hi Scott. Nice to have you on board. But the main thing we're using is the papers here. In the set there's also some gold glitter enamel dots which we'll be using. That's those ones there. I'm not using the ribbon or the dies, so really just using the papers today. The dies themselves do cut out some of the large roses. Hey Lynn, looks like you had a nice walk round Stowe. I need to do that with Cassie, give her a good run around somewhere along the line. So let me show you what we're making. So this is the card. Got a bit of fluff on it. Oh, hi Baz, and hi Wendy. So this is taken from the papers, and this has been die cut using the matching die. This one that I'm using now is taken from the papers, but I've just done some fussy cutting. So I've just literally cut it with scissors. Hi Baz and Wendy. Oh, excellent Lynn, I'm glad you had a good time. The weather's lovely at the moment. So I'm actually using our gold edged cards and envelopes. Now you can buy these in gold or in silver. Oh, hi Babsy. And they're a really nice design. What I like about them is you can just layer them up, keep it quite simple, but you get a really stylish card. So this one I've stamped the word friend, but on the one I'm going to do now it'll say thank you. So this paper, this designer paper, is still available. It has this lovely gold on it that you can see, this gold embossing. And the matching set we're going to do with it is this little desk calendar. So this is like a little V shape underneath. Oh, and hi to you, Marion. Thank you for your message, which I got earlier, and I have replied to. Apologies. So this little calendar here, I'm just using one of the little desk calendars that you can get. I tend to buy them normally October time because I know they go out of stock very quick for the next year. And I'm just using some more of the papers to decorate the front and the back. So that's what we're going to be making, and I'll talk you through it and I'll give the dimensions as we go along. So all of these dimensions are from the UK, so they're based on a UK A4 piece of card. So I'm just going to do the card first. That's very quick and simple, and then I'll show you how to do the calendar, which is equally quick and simple. So I'm just going to put that to one side. So I have fussy cut this piece here. As I say, with the other one you can oh, thank you so much, Baz, and Happy New Year to you if you drop out. So what I'm going to do is use one of our cards. So this is the card. The envelope is also gold foiled around the edges on the reverse, so it makes a really nice card, especially if you've got to send it overseas, actually, because it's quite a light weight card. You wouldn't want to put anything too heavy on it. It is quite light. And what I'm going to do is put this piece on here, but I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. Thank you, Babsy. And then I can arrange that. So obviously I could put this. Oh, hi, Bridie. I hope the move went well. You did it just before Christmas, didn't you? So I hope you're settling back in well, because I know you come from Wiltshire. So I might, I'm going to put my sentiment across here, I think, and this one to the left hand side. So I do have some family birthdays coming up, which reminds me I need to post this afternoon. So the coordinating colours are Cherry Cobbler and also Mossy Meadow, that's the deep green. So all I'm going to do is ink up this happy birthday. I'll show you which set it comes from. It's one of our new sets. Just going to stamp it on there, make sure it's stamping properly. The stamp set itself is called Peaceful Moments. It's a really nice mix of day-to-day sentiments, I would say. So this is going to be a stock item to have in my craft bag when I do coffee and card. It's got a birthday, a sympathy, a thank you, congratulations, a thinking of you, and then wishing you every happiness. These are the moments we look back with joy. Life is better with a friend, and you shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. And also always remember. Now somebody's just pulled up to deliver something. I'm hoping he will just drop it in the door. Let's see. That's Peaceful Moments. That one there. Looks like he has. Oh, good. Okie dokie. Oh, hi, Helen. So that's the new stamp set. As I say, really useful sentiments. I do like the style of it and the mix of upper and lowercase. It's really popular style. So I'm just going to pop my happy birthday here on the bottom right hand side. So I'm going to ink it up again, just light tapping, and put it down here on the right. I'm hoping you can see that okay. So there's that little happy birthday. And then I'm going to arrange this so I can either have it completely enclosed on the white, or you can have it going over the edges. As this is not properly die cut, this is just down to my hand cutting, which I decided not to bore you with as I had already cut one out earlier. So I'm just going to pop that one on there, and I can use whichever glue I want. I think I will use this white glue because I just want the edges to stick down nicely. So just a small amount of glue. Literally, you should be able to do a snail's trail of glue like that. So a small amount all over, and you can't see, there's no sort of definition, you can't see any height to it. That means you haven't got too much on there. So I can't remember how I had this now, but I'm just going to put this flat. Okay, because the piece I've cut out of is designer paper, it's not really thick, so I prefer to have that completely flat rather than using dimensionals. And then I'm just going to add a few of these gold embellishments. So these are the ones from the same set, and these come in different sizes. So I'm just going to choose my size. I'm just going to put 3 on here, and I'm going to do the same size. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so simple as that. Makes a really quick card. And when you've got this piece of paper, you can literally cut out all of the different flowers, either with the dies or hand cut them. So if you haven't got the dies, you can hand cut the whole sheet. So that's one of the sheets there. So that's going to be my card, and there's my envelope to go with it. I'll just pop that up there. I'm going to move the ink pad out of the way, and I'm just going to assemble the calendar. So I say I do buy these calendars early on in the season because I know they go out of stock fairly quickly. So I tend to buy them 50 at a time, which is what I need for coffee and card with a few spares. So what I've done is I've taken some more of this paper and I've just cut these pieces up, and these are the reverse. I've cut a piece of gold, and basically that's all to match the calendar. So it just depends on the calendar size that you've got. and I've just added literally 1/4 of an inch for the gold, and I just picked that up to match. So you can choose which sides of papers you want. Obviously you could have the same on both sides. This one here, I've got the cherry cobbler with the gold on one side, and then I've got the floral design on the other. Whoops, and I've added a little bow in there. So I think I'm going to do this one green, just for something different. So the way that I've measured this is I've taken a piece of A4 card, so that's 3 of those together make up a piece of A4, and I've scored it at 3 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches and 8. Okay, so it's 3, 6, 7 and 8, really easy. And on a UK A4, which is 8 1/4, it leaves me a nice little piece here, which is going to be the flap that we're going to adhere the calendar base, like so. And the reason I do it with the score in the middle is it makes it really stable, but also it folds up nicely to go inside your card. So the way that I showed everybody to fold it, it's not really critical, you could fold it any which way. But I have the large flap on the left hand side. That's the large single flap, so I'm just using the bone folder. So that's my score at 3 inches. And then from the right hand side, I score in on the 6 inch line, out on the 7, and back in on the 8. Okay, so this little gap here basically is 1 inch. Then when you fold that over, you get a really nice contact. Now what I said to the ladies when we were doing this is don't try and put this together up in the air, because that's when it can go wonky. So what we're going to do is literally put some tape on there and just literally fold that over. Gives a really nice crisp edge. So we're using our standard double-sided tape. So I'm just going to take a piece off, and I find the easiest thing to do this tape, rather than trying to measure it and fit it, is just cut a length which is longer than what you need, and then centre it roughly, and it's just the perfect size for that edge. So I'm putting it on that small fold, if you can see that. Okay, so give it a good press down, and then just using my paper snips, which I have cleaned. I did spend yesterday doing a bit of tidying up, and I cleaned all my paper snips and sharpened them as well. Okay, so there's the other one on that side, just so it's a nice tidy edge. You can just tear it, the paper will tear nice and easily. Then all I'm going to do is just take that edge off if I can. There we go. So peeling the backing off there, and then literally, as I said, just fold it over. Don't take time to think about it, just literally fold it, and you get a really nice crisp edge. Now the way that I do these is that I have this nice fold at the front and then the seam at the back. Having said that, you can hardly see the seam, so it's not really critical. I've got a tiny little bit of tape there, just going to take that off. There we go. So I do like to have the flat side on the front. So all I'm going to do is take my pieces of designer paper that I've got and decide which pieces I want to put on there. I think I'm going to have that one on the front because it's mostly going to be hidden with our calendar, and then that really nice rose and gold on the reverse. So your glue of choice for this, I'm just going to use some of our snail tape. like so. Put a little bit across there, like that. So there's my front. So I'm going to put this one on, and I've just cut this to size. It's not, I've got it slightly longer so that it fits the width rather than having a border all the way around, but you could have a border all the way around if you wanted to. This is going to be the back, so I'm just going to do the same. Put some snail along there. And again, centralise that like so. Okay, so I've got a front and a back, and then I'm going to pop my calendar onto the piece of gold, and again you can use whichever tape you want. You could use the main tape. Just watch out that you've got the very top covered, so when you start pulling the months off, you don't want it to pull the whole thing off. I've still got the one I did last year. I always have one on my desk just to check what day I'm at usually. Okay, so that's layered onto the gold, and I'm going to pop that onto there. I could use dimensionals, but I'm happy just using snail. Oh, hi Claire. That's lovely to see you. I hope you had a good Christmas with Matty. I saw your lovely photos of him. Looking gorgeous as always. And your photos too. So, just going to pop that on there, like so. That's the front. That's the back with those lovely roses. And then I'm just going to add a little bow to the front. And I'm just going to put it up high so that you can still tear off the rest of the pages. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Now, this isn't Stampin' Up ribbon. This ribbon actually came from our Christmas crackers when we had our team get together at Christmas. And I challenged all the ladies that were there to make little bows, little fork bows, with these pieces that came off the Christmas crackers. So I've got a whole load of these to be used up. So I thought they would be perfect for that. So I'm just going to use, oh, enjoy your Costa. Right, let's find the back of a glue dot, pop that onto there, and I'm just going to put that literally right at the top, so when I tear January off, when January's all done and dusted, I'm going to put another one behind there, I think. Then the bow will still stay put for the rest of the year. Just going to tuck that in there, like so. So there's our calendar, and there's the reverse. So this would make a really nice set, either as a birthday. I've done this one as a friend, so that would go with that one. And here I've used real red ribbon. And also you could use any matching ribbon, so I quite like the gold on there matching the gold from there. So it just goes to show, keep an eye out for crackers and things like that. And that's it. Those are the projects that we made. Oh, thanks Claire, bye bye to you, and Happy New Year. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I am going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow because I've got loads of handmade Christmas cards to share with you that I've been sent, and also handmade birthday cards from my birthday just before Christmas, and I had so many this year, so lucky, so I wanted to share them with you. So you can catch me, I'll probably do it at the same time tomorrow, so 2 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday 31st of December, and I'll have a run through of all the lovely cards that I received for Christmas and for my birthday. So this is the set that we used. As I say, it came from Christmas Time Is Here. That is still currently available, and we do have a new catalogue that starts on the 3rd of January. So if you want to grab a bargain, you can check online Oh, thanks, Lynn. You can check online and see what bargains there are, because quite a lot of the items have been discounted to clear them after Christmas. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like my little cards and calendars. We'll start using the new catalogue from this week onwards. Oh, hi Julia. I'm just about to wrap up. I'm really sorry. I know you finish work normally at 2, so you'll have to watch this now on replay. But to show we're making these little calendars, something nice and easy. So thanks so much for joining me. As I say, I'll be back again tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and I'll run through all my birthday cards and Christmas cards that I received. Thanks Marion and Julia and everybody else who joined me, Bridie, Lynn, Helen, Marion. I think that's most of you. Baz, is she still around? So thanks so much and watch out for me tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.